Hello everyone, Yensid Organist here, and welcome to another episode of OrgelCraft. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Last episode, we built several farms in the industrial area. We built a massive sugarcane farm, cactus farm, moss farm, and a wheat farm over there. I did want to show you, I made a little bit of a change to the sugarcane farm from last week, because I discovered I had a lot of sugarcane getting stuck on the ice. So now we have a channel that drops down and we are losing far less sugarcane. I flew in after an AFK session and landed on one of the little things and picked up like 3 stacks that were sitting there. So yeah, so that's working a little bit better. I've also been working on getting the glass around the cactus. I have not finished that yet, but it's coming along. Looks like our wheat farm's about ready for a harvest as well. So for today's episode, I want to do a couple more farms here, but we're not going to spend the entire episode working on farms. I went looking on stream this past week for a geode because I realized that there might actually be one here, and I found one all the way down here, and hopefully I can fly down and not die. One of the interesting things we found out about this geode was that it was right next to a skeleton spawner, not a skeleton spawner, a zombie spawner, and the zombies promptly killed me. And then I had a little bit of a panic, and so decided to end the stream. I did manage to find my way back. As I had predicted, most zombies had picked up almost all of my stuff. So I jumped in, tried to get everything back. They killed me again. I got back. Unfortunately, I lost the shulker boxes that I was carrying, and a little bit of resources that I had gathered, but the good news was I got all of my tools and armors back, and let me tell you, baby zombie in full netherite armor and elytra, kind of terrifying. Anyway, we are going to be working on excavating this a little bit later so that we can harvest this farm over here. We're going to have to make a better way to get to it, though. So before we get there, there's one other farm that I had been thinking about for last week but just didn't have the time to get to, and that is a nether tree farm. So being able to get the warped and crimson trees going automatically. And so I found a design that I liked, and so we are going to get that built right now. welcome back, everyone. Here is the farm, all done. This farm design... Oh, that's not good. Where did that go? This farm design, by the way, is by a YouTuber named Crimulus, and I will link the original video where he designed the farm. I really need to stop doing that. But I'm also going to link... That's actually not the tutorial that I used for it. I found one that was a little bit easier to follow, went a little bit more step by step. So I will link both of those so that you can check them out if you want to. So we just got to get the bone meal loaded up here. And then get some TNT in place, and we will be good to give this thing a test. So while I am doing this, I wanted to take just a little bit of time to talk about New in Town. So if you've been following the channel, you realize that it's been a little while since I have uploaded a New in Town episode, and don't worry, the series has not gone anywhere. I am going to finish it out like I promised. It just so happens that, of course, this is my busiest time of the year. I've had, I think, 6 concerts in the last 2 weeks between school and church. And so, really, not a good time to be trying to maintain 2 weekly series, especially when one is in an end game state where they take a little bit longer to put together. So that will be coming back. I will have some time over Christmas to get going on that again. So just wanted to let you know that that is coming along, and we will get there soon. So, yeah. All right. So, let's drop down here. Now, I need to... Let's actually grab a couple of things of bone meal. When I was testing this out in Creative, I was like, why isn't this farm working? None of the trees are growing up. Well, none of the trees were growing because I wasn't actually bone mealing the mushrooms when they generated. So, how this farm works is pretty cool. So, we have... the Nylium here. So what will happen when we turn the farm on is these 2 blocks will get bone mealed, and that will create all of the nether ground plants that we get. And then every so often when you get a crimson or a warped stem on here, you'll get bone meal from here that will grow the trees up. That will then trigger all of this, push them over, and then activate the dispensers up there to drop some TNT down. I made a slight alteration to the original design. The original farm uses TNT dupers, which I do not use, so I replaced the system with dispensers, which is actually a little bit easier to build. So yeah, so let's go ahead and give this thing a test. And it's really noisy, so we're going to walk away from that. And we're going to see how it goes. And the nice thing is there are hoppers all along there that will grab the, like all of the plant life that comes. So we'll be getting all of that into the farm as well. And as you can see, the TNT dropped, so that's pretty good. It appears to be working. And yeah, it'll take a little while to get this grown up to a point where we'll have enough trees. Oh, there's another one coming in. Now, I think one of the... I don't know that I would call this a downside. You are going to get all of those fungus blocks just kind of staying. There's not... It wasn't designed to deal with that. But it doesn't interfere with the farm at all. And you will get some of that being dropped. But yeah, this thing looks like it's working pretty well. And then everything is just getting funneled down to the center. And I think we should see some stems coming up right here. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll come down over here, and I have a collection area. I suspect that with all of the stuff we're getting here, I'm probably going to need more storage, but this is going okay. So I don't know if anything's coming to the top as well. It is. Yeah, probably going to need more storage. I would love someday to come in here and centralize all of the storage, but for now we're keeping it all in individual places. So I don't know how long this farm is going to run before I run out of TNT, so I should probably keep tabs on that and not run it indefinitely for right now. I'll need to get some more TNT made up, because I think we have... Well, I guess it wouldn't... if we run out of TNT, it'll just stop... it'll just stop blasting. It shouldn't do anything that could actually harm the farm itself. That stuff will just eventually reach the piston push limit, and then, yeah, basically stop working at that point. So, anyway, that is our farm. I wanted to get this done because these are the most annoying wood types to gather, and I'm actually planning to use a lot of them in the next episode. So now I don't have to go gather them in the nether. All right, next on the agenda is going to be setting up the Amethyst Farm, and basically all I'm going to do is clear the geode out, flood it with water, so that we can go down, harvest everything, and then it will just get pushed out. It'll the amethyst will float up and get funneled into a collection system and probably brought back up to the surface, just so we have a little bit easier access. So let me get to that. I'll bring you guys back when that is done. While I am working on that, I thought I would show you the progress that has been made on the end, and as you can see, it is significant. First of all, I have a little bit of a walkway here with glass. I needed a little bit of light because Endermen were spawning here, so I used a beacon, because why not? But I've started working on just a little bit of a pathway, but I have cleared all of the towers over here on this side, and there are 3 different widths to the towers. So there's 9 wide, there are 7 wides, and then there are 3 wides. So I took down the 9 wide that was over here. I almost feel like this was bigger than that, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, this was an 11. Okay, wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess it would be 11, 9, 7? 5? I have no idea. Apparently, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it was the biggest one here, or at least a tie with those. So I got that brought down, and then I decided I would work on some of the smaller ones. So I got this one here, and then the other thin one that was over here, and I got really, really ambitious, and I just removed all of it. So that is what has been going on here. Oh, yeah, I also removed the whole island that was over here. So yeah, things are coming along nicely. I've also got this place completely spawn-proof, which is really, really nice. It's also eerily quiet now after working around Enderman so much. Yeah, it's a little bit unsettling, but it's also kind of nice to not have to worry about, you know, getting whacked in the face by an Enderman when you look at them accidentally. Oh yeah, and this thing insta-mines deep slate, which is really, really nice. I'm also glad I didn't put any enchantments on it. So now we get the cobbled deep slate. I never said I wasn't going to use this for things other than the end. All right, back to the industrial district. Welcome back, everyone. Here is our Amethyst Farm, complete with kitty cat. So what we've got here is a drop shaft that will bring you right down here. Also, discovered that this is a prime glow squid farm, so I brought some axolotls over here, so this now actually serves a dual purpose. Clearly, I'm going to need more axolotls. Now, the one thing that I need to do is I need to put some iron bars over here, and I need to test and see if this works, because I do not want the axolotls swimming into the thing where all the items come up, but it looks like this will do it. Let's see if we give that guy a tap. Yes! That stuff will fall in there. Perfect. But then the axolotls will not be able to get out. I need more axolotls. Anyway, we've got conduit power down here, and everything's been cleared away so that all of the clusters can grow. And then, tucked into the wall over here, I have a silk pickaxe and a fortune pickaxe with unbreaking and mending, but not efficiency. So when I was playing around with these before, I found that efficiency 5, it's very possible to accidentally break the blocks where the amethyst grows when you've got efficiency 5. But so then with no efficiency, it takes longer. Well, all right. Apparently that was not the case. Unless I'm not using the right pickaxe. Oh, I'm not using... Oh, no, I am. Okay. Apparently I was wrong. It would just take a little bit longer. I thought it would take a considerable amount more time. What might be worth doing is doing an iron pickaxe. That might have a better effect so that you don't risk actually breaking the clusters off. But yeah, I can just come down here whenever I want and then either fortune or silk touch these and then just throw them back in there when I'm done. And of course we can pop all of this in the system. And then I've got a doorway out here, and we can ride the elevator a long, long, long way back up. And then everything gets funneled up into here. As you can see, we're getting quite a lot of glow squid, or glow ink from this, which is pretty cool. Yeah, but then everything just gets collected up here. I've thrown my extra blocks in there for right now. Yeah, so that we can have everything collected. So I think that is it as far as farms go. I did want to show you something that I found when I was kind of flying around. I did not realize that I had actually trimmed the world this close to the farm, and I discovered, now I have to find it. Oh, there it is. So this is a Pillager Outpost that has severely glitched through the ground. If we break our way in here, I thought there was a skeleton over there. It's actually all filled in the middle. Actually, it does look like it's still here. But yeah, it's all filled in with dirt, so that's kind of interesting. But what it made me realize was that we are actually in a position with how close this is, not only to our industrial district, but also to the ocean. We could actually make a prime raid farm. I had never had any intention of doing that, mostly because my only Pillager Outpost was nowhere convenient. This is a much more convenient location, so we could potentially build up a raid farm to be able to get all the goodies from that. Of course, my world is not loading at all. And the other thing, I think there'll probably be a few more farms we're going to add to this, but we have a river that runs right along the edge here, and I would love to get a drowned farm built at some point in the near future. So, yeah, upcoming projects. I need to clean this out, but yeah. I think we're going to leave the industrial district for now. The next thing I want to work on is I want to do a road from our industrial district here to the village over there. So I've got a little bit of an idea of what I want to do, so let me go grab some resources, and I will meet you over in the village. Welcome back, everyone. So I have gathered some materials, and of course we're now getting wet. That's all right. So what we're going to be doing is taking the path from where it comes out of the village there, and then basically working our way along here, up across this savanna, and then into the desert. I'd like a little bit of a path out to this house that's not rendering in. Come on, game. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. There we go. So that's what we are working on. We'll have a couple of bridges we need to make. The rain has cleared up. So, in the village, I've used this path block as kind of the mainstay, and that's what I want to start with as we kind of head out here. But as we start to get away from the town, I figure the path would be a little bit more worn, and of course I have no room in my inventory. And so, as we go, I would want to start working in, we'd have a little bit less of the path blocks, and we would probably have some coarse dirt that would work in. We'd probably have some gravel patches here and there. And actually, let's see. I really need a spot in my inventory. Let's do this real quick. Let's pop this down, and then I can just drop both of those in there for right now and get them out when I need them. I'm having serious problems with my mouse today. There you go. Okay. Good, so now we can grab this grass blocks here. But yeah, so that's kind of my plan, is to work a path out. We'll need to build a couple of bridges in places, so I will work on that. They're going to be very, very simple designs. Probably just some pillars and some wooden planks along there. But that is what I am going to be working on, and I will bring you guys back when some progress has been made. Welcome back, everyone. So I have a decent start on the path here. We have a little bridge coming over the river. I'm a little concerned that you're going to whack your head when you boat underneath it, but yeah, that's what it is for right now. Yeah. So I have started laying out the path. I've made it most of the way to the desert, but as far as actually detailing some of this goes, I still have a way to go. So it's definitely a little bit of a slower process. Yeah, anytime I watch anybody on YouTube like, oh yeah, we're making a path today. Well, yeah, they neglect to tell you just how long it's going to take to actually make that path. So I have made it this far, and then I've just kind of roughed the path out from there. So I want to do a little bit more detailing along the edge, and so what this really comes down to is bone mealing the area and just making it look a little bit more overgrown. Why is nothing growing here? Well, that's very weird. Why is nothing... It sounds like it's growing. It looks like it's growing. Why is nothing growing? I'm very confused. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll just keep bone mealing a little bit along here. And then I also want to add just some leaves, just to have a little bit of, shrubs that are kind of growing along the path in places. I think that will look nice. Just a little bit. And then occasionally I'm thinking just to do, a little fence. Looks like, it's been lived in and things like that. Just some subtle things along the way to make it look a little bit more alive. So that's why there was nothing there, because we needed fence posts. I feel like there was something else. Nope, it was just that. Bone mealing, fence posts, and bushes. So maybe we'll do, a little bit of this back in here. Yeah. Bring that out a little bit. I almost could have it overgrowing a little bit there. That looks all right. And maybe a little bit in through here. I'm not opposed to having flowers along the path, so we can definitely do that as well. I really like working the soul soil in. you know, as kind of some mud along the path where we're close to the water. You can kind of tell, like, oh yeah, you know, this is a very marshy kind of area there. But yeah, I think this is looking nice so far. I have a long way to go, and honestly, I'm not sure I have the time or energy to get all the way out, because as you can see, this path winds all the way over here. And this is where I kind of gave up, because I got to do some terraforming over there, and then we have to get all the way across the desert, and I'm not entirely sure what I want to do as far as a desert path goes. So I'm going to do a little bit more work on this. Maybe we'll try to get to the end of the savannah for this episode. I will bring you guys back in a little bit. Of course, the key to the success of these paths is, can I walk them with a horse? Can I get this horse out of the pen? So, I have finished the path up to the point of the desert. So let's go and check that out. So this you've already seen. I have added lampposts all along here. It's probably not a spawn-proof path, but it is pretty good. So added some more flowers in here. We've got bushes. I've detailed all of the path all the way along. Added some fence posts here and there. And I'm liking this path. So one of the things that I would love from you guys is suggestions of what little things we could put along these paths to just make it a little bit more interesting. You know, things like, you know, maybe a little campsite, or I don't know. That's why I need your help with all of this, because I just want to make it look like, you know, this is a place that's been lived in. Obviously, this path from the village out here isn't that long, so, you know, probably don't have people, you know, taking days and days to reach here, but you never know. You know, maybe you get some people who don't want to stay in the village. Got this nice little stairway built into the hillside there. And yeah, so we've got the village here. I think I ran out of fence posts as I was doing this. I think I'd like a few more, and I do want to have like a path over to that village. Even though I don't think there are actually any villagers over there anymore. But anyway, here we are, and we've reached the desert. And I kind of figured that, like, you know, we need a different path design as we go through the sand, so that's something that we will have to work on for next time. I don't know if I've ever done my outro on horseback before. So, guys, I think that is going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a like and share it with your friends. If you haven't already, I would encourage you to subscribe, and make sure you click that little notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest posts. Be sure to follow me on social media. Thanks for watching. See you real soon.